never mind that, it's 150!
Woo!
Yeah! So, it's our 150th episode. What is this?
It's an egg.
Oh, cool. Neat. Because birds. I get it.
Birds.
So, if you missed Flashback last week, here's a little preview. You can do the honors. You can have the first spin. This is probably going to spin for a while. Academy Researchers!
Woo!
Let's see what we get here. Give it a nice little spin. Ooh.
Birds.
I get birds. So we spun the wheel, and we each got the cards that we had to build around. Now, keep in mind we're using the Legacy ban list, so these are technically Legacy legal decks, but they're about tier 5, somewhere down there. They're not the greatest decks in the world. But from the few test games we did, it actually seems like kind of a fun matchup, and they're two pretty sweet decks. Mm-hmm. So mine just called the Aerie, because I wanted to have the card's name in it, and an Aerie is essentially a nest for a gigantic bird. So
seems fitting.
Yeah.
And mine is Researcher Rebirth. So it uses Academy Researcher to cheat on enchantments, and Pattern of Rebirth is a pretty good enchantment to cheat into play.
Yeah, yeah. Keep in mind, this in the future is going to be a series that's going to run probably starting out monthly, but it might increase from there. And I think we're going to try and figure out a way to get a mailing address for you guys if you want to submit stuff to be put on the wheel to be in this. Just send us like 4 copies of some bulk rare that you really want to see a deck based around. But that'll all be in the future when we debut this series in earnest for real. So anyway, couple changes. Winter is coming, so Mr. Boopster has on his granny sweater. Warm. And we have new sleeves because it's 150. Brick. So we're trying these out. They shuffle nicely, but all new sleeves usually shuffle nicely, so yeah.
Yours is like a candy green.
Yeah.
Mine's still black. Mm-hmm. Can't really change that too much.
No. So we're gonna give this a shot. To decide who goes first, so we have this dice here that has like multiply, subtract, divide, etc. to the power of. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna roll 1 6-sided dice, then this, then another 6-sided dice, and whoever has the highest number wins. So I'm going to get 3 to the power of, that's a pretty good sign, unless this is 1. 3! So what's 3 times 3 times 3? That would be 27. To you. 5. Ooh. Plus,
yeah, this is
you're not going to win. 6. That was pretty good, though. 11. It's a respectable 11. So I'll be going first, and we will see you in Game 1. Alright, Game 1. I'm really excited about this match. This is going to be good. So, this is what I have. There's some legacy stuff, but for the most part, birds. Exciting birds. Go ahead.
We've got those. Whoop.
Alright, so I'm going to lead things off with a Polluted Delta, which I will crack. If you're wondering, I have Polluted Deltas and Flooded Strands, but I'm strictly blue-white. The reason that I have those is because I am running Brainstorm. I just wanted to max out on fetch lands.
Makes sense.
And we're going to use that to go for a Judge's Familiar. Pass the turn.
Draw for turn. Island. Enter go.
Untap. Draw a card. That'll be good later. Here's a Seaside Haven. So this is a sweet card. You pay a white and a blue and tap it, sacrifice a bird to draw a card. It's not the best card in the world, but it's pretty sweet.
Draws your cards. Can't go wrong with that.
A bash for 1.
I shall brainstorm in response.
Deal. You can have a brainstorm.
I think we're going to put these two... I guess we can put cards from my hand back on top. Not that it really makes a difference.
This is Legacy.
Because this one for sure goes there. And then we're not casting that one for a while, so we can go on top. And we take 1. 19.
And we're going to go for the card we spun, Soulcatcher's Aerie.
See, you have a sack outlet and that.
I do. And I'm probably resolving this, unless you can also make a mana at instant speed.
Well, we're going to make you lose a bird to it.
Sure. So, yeah, I have to sacrifice this first to counter the days, but then this resolves. Unfortunately, I was hoping that I would get something with this after the fact, because this is sweet. When this dies, all birds get a +1/+1.
That's kind of why I figured I had to do that.
It's pretty sweet. That's it, though. Pass turn.
Draw for turn. We knew what that was. Misty Rainforest.
I figured you'd either have a days or a force, so... It's also why I attacked first. Get in for a point.
Find a Tundra. Enter go.
Untap. Draw a card. That will also be handy. Here's a Polluted Delta. And we're going to go for a Thrumming Bird.
Guess he'd have been even more terrifying if he already had a counter.
He's also really sweet with the Aerie. Do I get a Thrumming Bird? Do I get a Thrumming Bird?
You get a Thrumming Bird.
Okay. Good.
Draw for turn. Island. Enter go.
Untap. Draw a card. That one's fine, I guess. Yeah, I don't think there's really any way at instant speed I can... I mean, other than the Haven, obviously. So, I don't think missing out on a Proliferate's gonna do a lot. So I'm gonna attack you for 1.
17.
And then I'll Proliferate, but I got nothing to proliferate with. And we'll crack this. Going to 18. That can fetch. Let's go for another Tundra. And we will cast Keeper of the Nine Gales. So this is kind of a cool card. 3 mana, it's a 1/2 flyer, also a bird, obviously. But you can tap it and tap 2 untapped birds you control to return target permanent to its owner's hand.
A little annoying.
Yeah. I still need another bird, but yeah, can get the job done. Pass the turn.
Draw for turn. It's not really what we wanted. It's your go.
Ooh. Untap. To be fair, I don't really have much going on.
Oh, we have to discard.
Oh, you have to discard? Really?
Jesze.
Jeez. I mean, I guess that's fine. Do we just do that? Probably. I think I should actually try and mana screw, because you seem like you're already mana screwed. So I'm going to cast an Aven Mimeomancer. This card's essentially in here for combining with... Oh, you're going to counter it?
Daze it.
Well, anyway, like I was saying, this card's basically in here for combining with Kangi, who cares about having feather counters on itself, because conveniently this puts a feather counter on another creature, and then he says... For however many feather counters are on it, birds get +1/+1 for each feather counter, so you can just keep putting them on, which is pretty sweet. But you dazed that.
I dazed it.
I'm gonna Force a Will to daze, pitching Airborne Aid, which is draw a card for each bird in play. Going to 17.
I'm going to misdirect your force onto misdirection, pitching Force of Will.
Sure.
So I don't have to pay a life.
Yep. So Force of Will counters misdirection, and then Daze counters the Mimeomancer. And then I'll just bash for 2.
15.
Pass the turn. I thought that was worth fighting over.
Draw for turn.
Especially because I could have
Yeah, the rate I'm going.
boomeranging your lanes.
Sure go.
Untap. Draw a card. Here's a Flooded Strand. We're going to activate Seaside Haven, and I'm actually going to sacrifice the Keeper, because I want to start having some stuff going on here. So
you just want a thrumming bird that's slowly going to grow.
Basically. Plus, he can probably find me some other stuff. Yeah. I guess it... Sure, it could use...
I think you need a smaller dice.
Probably. Here's one. So, that has one counter on it, currently. And I draw a card off the Seaside Haven. That was decent. Yeah. And then I will bash you for 1.
2.
And I will proliferate... Or sorry, yeah. Bash you for 2.
13.
And then proliferate onto the Aerie.
Now it's 3/3.
Now it's a 3/3. Pass the turn.
Draw for turn. That's not really what we needed. We can cast it, though. Here's a Culling Dice.
Sure.
Sure go.
It's a sack outlet. Untap. Draw a card. Huh. Interesting. But I still think this turn it's probably better to do it this way. So I'm going to bash you for 3.
10.
Then I'll proliferate onto this. Then we'll crack Flooded Strand, going to 16. I think this one I'll just get a basic land, because it doesn't really matter. Still get an island. And we're going to go for a Battle Screech. Caw-caw! Does Battle Screech resolve?
Battle Screech resolves.
So this makes 2 1/1 white birds with flying, and it can flash back by tapping 3 untapped white creatures. I know these are 2/2s, and I know these are not white, but they're actual art with birds on it, so that's why they're in there. And, yeah, I already proliferated, right?
Yes.
Yep. So these are actually 4/4s. Pretty big. Pass turn.
Untap. Draw for turn. Yeah, nothing I do this turn matters. Your go.
You missed another land? Oh my god.
I mean, I drew a Ponder that turn, but it wasn't
Yeah.
going to do anything.
True.
If I'd got the third land, I had a lot of options, but it just didn't happen.
Jeez. So you're at 10. Oh, that's probably not actually worth it. Okay, fine. It'll be boring, but I'll just bash with these.
Beats.
Dead. Actually, if I go to draw a card, then I can still win, right? This turn? Yeah, I can. Because this will go up to 4, and that makes these 5/5s. So I'll do that first, actually. We'll sacrifice a bird to draw a card, get a counter on this.
And then they're both 5/5s.
And then just to see what we had. Too bad. Another Soulcatchers. And then I'll bash for 10.
Dead.
Woo! And I had 2 plows, so I was pretty safe that game. You
Yeah.
unfortunately didn't really do anything. I mean, we had a counter war, but that's about it.
Yeah, like I had a decent enough start, but then I drew all the things I would have wanted with this and not a land to cast my 3-drop.
Well, hopefully that will go better for you in game 2. All right, game 2. Go ahead.
We've got those.
Whoop. Hopefully you have a few more lands than last time. For me, I have a few less lands than last time. But I think it's worth it, because these are all pretty good. Go ahead.
Misty Rainforest. Crack that going at 19. for a Tundra.
Sure.
And we're going to ponder.
You may ponder.
Do we like those on top? I think we do. Replacing order like so. Draw, and it's your go.
Draw a card. I mean, I guess that's fine. So, here's a Pluto Delta. Go ahead.
Untap. Draw for turn. An island. And a culling dice.
Sure.
It's your go.
Draw a card. Ugh. Alright. We'll crack this. Go to 19. I'm actually gonna save some time. Here's an island. Then I'm gonna crack this, go to 19, get a Tundra, and attempt a Squadron Hawk.
You can have a Squadron Hawk.
Okay, he's just gonna fetch one buddy. And then I'll pass the turn. So that way I can search during your turn.
Untap. Draw for turn.
Needs to find a foil buddy, though.
Tropical Island.
Oh, yeah.
Academy Researchers.
Yep. That's scary. Oh, that's even scarier.
He is a 12/12 with Trample and Annihilator.
Annihilator 2.
Annihilator 2.
Jesus. Alright.
Enter go.
Okay. So we're gonna untap. We're gonna draw. Yeah. Yeah, I really needed to land there. But I guess this will work. Caw! 1 coming in.
He doesn't have flying, so 18.
And then I'll plow him. At least attempt to.
Force it. Pitching days.
Alright. Yeah, I'm just dead then. Go ahead.
Untap.
Apparently I can't keep hands that don't have
Draw for turn.
Force of Wills and stuff. I got pretty wrecked this game.
12.
So, Annihilate 2, I think we'll get rid of Squadron Hawk in this island. And then we'll take 12, going to 7.
Misty Rainforest and Turgo.
Plow. No. It's not even a land. That's just rude. Man. Okay. Go to my discard step. Here's an Aven Mind Sensor. Maybe no answer, sorry. Wrong Aven. Go ahead.
Untap.
Man!
Draw for turn.
It's so disappointing.
Tundra. 12.
I don't suppose you had the other combo in hand, did you?
No.
Ah, that's too bad. Yeah, so Annihilate that, and I'll take 12. Dying miserably with a bunch of cards in hand. Alright, apparently, moral of this story is, always keep with Force of Will, and don't keep anything else.
Or lands.
Or lands. Well, I kept 2, and I was on the draw. I just never saw any again. But apparently we're both learning that lesson today. So whatever.
2 lines isn't enough, apparently.
At least we've each died to each other's namesake cards that we spawn on the wheel. So that's true. That's at least something. So we'll see you in game 3. All right, game 3 comes down to this. So here's what I have. Loving this. Loving that a lot. So that's going to be sweet. Go ahead.
And we've got... those. Whoop.
Alright. I'm just going to lead with an island. Pass the turn. Not the most exciting play.
Draw for turn. And... wow, okay. That kind of changed my turn on play a little bit. Island. And we're going to ponder.
Sure. does that even mean? Why wouldn't you cast a Ponder on turn 1? Weird.
It was a very interesting top deck. How best do we line these up? Like that. Draw. Enter go.
Draw card. Well, that's enough of those. If I could not get one of those ever again, I would be happy. Here's a Plains. Here's a Thrumming Bird.
Yeah, you can have a Thrumming Bird.
He has nothing to thrum, but... Go ahead.
Draw for turn.
But there he is. Thrumming away. In Margaritaville.
A High Market. And a Culling Dice.
Sure.
It's your go.
Draw card. I said not another one of those. Come on. Bash for 1.
19.
Here's a Plains. And here's an Aven Mimeomancer. It's the one that gives feather counters. Makes things slightly bigger. Unfortunately, Proliferate doesn't really do a lot.
Yeah,
in this situation.
they don't benefit from multiple feathers.
Go ahead.
Untap. Draw for turn. Island.
Yep. This could be the scary turn.
Academy Researchers.
Yep.
That's good.
That's good.
Pattern of Rebirth.
Yep.
See, this was going to be my turn 1 play.
Oh, that
was
makes
my
sense.
turn 1 draw.
Oh, jeez.
So I didn't even need it.
Yeah, okay. That makes a lot more sense than what I was picturing. I was thinking, like, you drew a Ponder, and you're like, well, this changes everything! It's like, you got 12 of that effect in your deck. Oh, that's really bad. Okay, yep.
Enter go.
Untap. Feather counter onto the Thrumming Bird. Draw card. Where were you? Come on! Ah, that's so bad. Okay. Well, I had a really sweet play, but now that's probably just gonna step on me. Like, a lot. But
Could be anything.
we might as well assemble our contraption. So, here is Kangi, Aerie Keeper. Oh yeah, not kicked. So, I think I explained this a little bit in the first game, or somewhere down the line, I don't even remember. But, costs 4 mana, it's a 2/2 flyer, so you know it's really good. But it has
Top of the line effects.
yeah, but it has a kicker for 2 colorless and X, which is interesting, because it's old and it had a kicker with X in it. But when it comes into play, if you pay the kicker cost, you put X feather counters on it, and then it says all birds get +1/+1 for each feather counter on Kangi. The thing is, this puts feather counters on things, so it's just very convenient that that happens to be the same type of counter. So he can just put, or she, or whatever it is, can just put a counter on Kangi,
Changing him to a 3/1.
making him a 3/1, but
then
then all my birds get pumped, which is pretty sweet. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure that's just going to turn into an Emrakul.
Yeah, if you had a Crocus, you might have stood a chance, because Progenitus, you might have outraced.
Yeah, Emrakul not so much. I guess I can... Oh, it annihilates 6, doesn't it? I can't even keep my contraption assembled. That sucks so much. Man. Go ahead. I don't even get to do it once!
Untap. Or I guess, end of your turn,
Yeah.
I should sack him.
Yeah.
Pattern.
That sucks. I don't even get to do it once. Go to all this trouble to assemble this contraption, and then I just get killed by a freaking Emrakul.
Emrakul.
Fun. I mean, I guess if I top deck a Crocus, you're right. Then we maybe have a game. After I lose every permanent that I have except for one.
And keep a 3/1 Thrumming Bird.
It's true.
You could even put a second feather counter on himself.
Mm-hmm.
Untap. Draw for turn.
Poor Kangi.
Misty Rainforest.
Yep.
15.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 down. And then I'll take 15. Going to 5.
Ponder.
Yep.
That'll just be a shuffle.
Sure.
Oh. Enter go.
Okay, upkeep. That's a 3-1. Draw a card. It has protection from colored spells, not colored permanents. So, that's pretty sweet.
He still has Annihilator 6, though.
He does, yeah. So I can't really block. But, you know.
But, you know.
Why not?
3-1 Emrakul.
Why not?
You don't see that every day.
No, you don't. Here's a Flooded Strand. And then I'll bash you for 3 in the sky.
Yeah, we'll take it. 16.
Pass the turn.
End of your turn.
Yeah.
Crack this going to 15.
It's the 3-1 with Annihilate 6. Oh, I couldn't have done that to Progenitus, I guess. Although I don't think I'm coming back for this. Unless I get a Karakas next turn.
Dryad Arbor.
Yep. Yeah, basically I need that Karakas next turn or this is just not getting me anywhere.
Untap. Draw for turn. Misty Rainforest.
Yep.
4 mana. For a pattern on Dryad Arbor.
Cousin gets... Crack that, going to 4. I'm gonna lose it immediately. But I can let this one happen. Unfortunately. So, since I don't want to waste a dual land, if I can help it, get a Plains. Oops. Really need that Karakas next turn. And we will Swords the Dryad Arbor in response.
We'll sack them.
Sure.
Get a counter.
I was actually planning to Swords my own Mimimancer
Oh, to gain...
to gain life.
3 life.
But I wasn't expecting you to try and go off again.
3, Annihilator 6.
So, sacrifice all my permanents, and I go to 1.
We're gonna crack this, going to 14.
Karakas off the top. Telling you.
To find a trop.
I'm still in this. I still got this. Just need Karakas off the top.
And sack this to draw 2 cards.
Sure.
Sure go.
Heart of the cards.
Wah.
We'll play the foil one instead. Go ahead.
Untap.
We came so close. So close.
Draw for turn. Attack you for 3.
Kill
Annihilator 6.
myself in response to the Annihilator. Go to 0.
In response,
I mean, it's a payment, so you can't really respond to it.
I guess I can't. So sad. I was going to sack my Emrakul, but
Oh.
I guess state-based actions would kill you first.
Yeah. So, yeah. Kill myself.
Drew all the permission right afterwards.
Yeah, I think I was I was a ways off. Where was the one Caracas in my deck?
Where is it?
That would have been incredible. Oh yeah, right at the bottom. That would have been incredible. But yeah, so that was actually a pretty sweet game, even though I got ran over and I never got to show my combo. Yeah, 3-1 Emrakul is pretty sweet.
I don't think that's ever happened before in the history of Magic.
Well, you saw it here first, ladies and gentlemen. So, if you like this format, let us know in the comments. As I said before, we are planning to add this as a third video that we're going to do every once in a while, probably starting with a month. And, yeah. So, that was this. Happy 150, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.